this group that you're with, this soul group, how many people or souls are in your group?
I just feel like we're stars, like we're energy in the sky.
Your stars, energy in the sky.
I can't see people.
Yeah, you can just sense that they're energy, like stars. And as you're looking at those stars now, I want you to invite them to come forward and invite one particular star to draw forward so that it can give you a message from your group. Just see it now, getting closer and closer in front of you. You can telepathically communicate, mind to mind, soul to soul. What does that star say? What message?
Keep going.
Keep going. So you're doing all right. That's very good. Well, now we've got that information, what I'd like to do is close that scene, knowing that you are part of the star group. And I want you to connect with this body. And I'd like your higher self now to communicate with me. So what I'd like you to do is take a deep breath in and just step slightly away from the body so that your inner self can come forward, your inner self, your higher self, so that we can use that subconscious mind. And now as I'm talking to your higher self, tell me, do you feel that this is a male or a female energy, or neither?
Maybe neither, maybe female.
Yeah. And as you begin to connect with me now, using your voice, you tell me that you're a female. Do you have a name I can call you? Or do I just call you energy?
I think energy, the name doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I want to connect with the energy that is working with my client today. And I'm going to ask, how many lives have you had with her? Is it just this one or more?
14.
14. 14 lives. And what is it that you're working with her on?
Sharing light.
Sharing light. And how is she doing with that?
She's getting there.
Yeah, she's getting there. I know that she does, she's embarked on Reiki. Is that part of her sharing her light?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want you now to work with me by doing a body scan. Just like a scanner, we're going to scan like a beam of light from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. So very slowly, scanning at the top of the head, looking for any information, just if there's a shift in energy or a memory that we might be able to release today. Going through the top of the head, the back of the eyes, down the cheekbone, in the jaw, and that neck and shoulder area. Going all the way down the torso, down into the heart area. Very good. Into the stomach area, the hips, down to the knees, to the shins, to the tips of the toes, and all the way back up. So now that we've done this body scan, tell me, is there any way that we can work with the body today?
It's heavy in her heart.
Heavy in her heart. Just make a note of that. So let's go towards that heart area. I want you to travel down to that heart area. And as I place my hand on your heart, I want you to connect with me now as we travel down to this heart area, and as you're going into every cell fibre in the body and communicating with that heart, describe to me what's the emotion in this heart.
Pain.
Pain. Well, I want you to connect with that pain and travel all the way to the root. See yourself going down, 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 all the way to the root cause of that pain. And tell me, is it in this life or a previous life? Previous life. So as it's in a previous life, what I want you to do is I want you to travel back in time. Follow that thread all the way back in time. Going down that silver thread to that life, be there now. Are you male or female?
Female.
You're female. And describe to me what is happening around you.
They're beating drums and there's a fire.
Beating drums.
It's dark.
Fire and it's dark. Know that you're just an observer of this image. And where are you? What country are you in?
England.
You're in England. What year is it there?
1700s.
1700s. And you seem quite emotional about this. So describe to me what is happening.
So I'm scared though. I don't know.
You're just scared.
Yes. Yeah, they don't like me.
They don't like you. Who is it that doesn't like you?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. So seeing that scene, so you're detached, so you're just an observer, maybe just about 20 foot above the scene now. Describe to me what's happening. They're beating drums, yeah?
It's a ritual, but it's against me.
A ritual against you. Who's doing this to you?
It's the local people in the town.
Oh, local townspeople. So why have they chosen you? What do they think is happening?
I'm gonna say witch.
Yeah.
Witch.
Or a herbalist.
Yes.
So you worked with your gift before?
Nature. Yeah.
And you tell me that you're in town now with lots of drumming going on. Seeing the scene unfold, what happens to you in that life?
I think they burn me.
They burn you alive.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And as that memory is in the heart area, what symptoms is it causing my client today?
The fear of going forward again.
The fear of going forward, what, with a gift?
Yeah.
Well, that was that life, and this is a completely new life. So what we need to do is, we need to release the memories of that life. What I want you to do is go into this heart area and begin to collect all that energy of that memory where they didn't understand your gift. And I'm going to ask you to place that into my hand. Feel you lifting all that memory out of your heart, putting it into my hand, just like you're pulling weeds out of a garden. And have I got that memory now? Thank you very much. I'm going to offer that up to Source. And what I want to do now, using my tuning wand, I want to bring in all the love from Spirit. So when you're ready, 3, 2, and 1. Just feel that energy from Spirit coming into your soul like a beam of light, filling your heart now, repairing all that damage and replenishing your soul. and seeing that your heart and soul is now fully complete. Very good. So take another look at the body and tell me where we're working now.
Left hip.
Your left hip. So travel down to this left hip area here. And as you travel down to the left hip and communicate with the energy that's there, describe to me what's happening in that left hip.
A tightness, a resistance.
Tightness and resistance. Very good. So let's go and travel now to that tightness and resistance, and as you connect with that energy of that tightness and resistance, is this a memory from this life or a previous life?
I feel like both.
Both. And what is this to remind you of? Why is that memory in there? What does it remind you?
To rest.
To rest. So just connect again with that. And tell me this energy. The purpose is that it is to remind you to rest. Could I speak with that energy today? Could you allow that energy to have a voice with me? So I want to speak with that energy now. 3, 2, 1. Energy, tell me, why does she need to rest?
For what's to come.
For what's to come. Tell me, energy, how long have you been in this hip?
Many years.
Many years.
Lives.
Many lives. So what is to come for her?
I wanted to say greatness.
Greatness, yeah. And the symptoms that you cause her then? Are there any symptoms that you cause her other than just to rest?
And reflect.
And reflect. So this is a good energy.
Learn.
Yeah. Okay. So take another look in the body. We'll try one more. Just scan the body and tell me if there is anything else. Go to the throat area and just scan that throat. And as you begin to communicate with the energy in that throat, tell me, is there anything there?
There's a tightness and sharpness.
Tightness and sharpness.
Bit of a blockage.
And a block. So let's begin now by going towards that throat area as I connect now. As you go down and down into that throat area, beginning to communicate with those cells. Tell me about this tightness. Is it from this life or a previous life?
I think a previous life.
Previous life. Let's go travelling back and back. Just see yourself drifting down that silver thread of your timeline all the way back to that life now. Were you male or female?
Male.
You're male. How old were you?
About 48.
About 48. Knowing that you're an observer of that scene, describe to me what's happening.
I'm speaking publicly.
You're speaking publicly.
Been very vocal. Trying to stand up for something.
Yeah. You'll know what that something is. What is it that you're trying to stand up for?
I feel like workers' rights.
Workers' rights. So tell me, what country are you in? Describe that country.
Still England.
It's England.
Yeah.
And what year is it? Just see those numbers come to mind.
1911.
1911. So you're in England, 1911. What kind of rights is it that you're fighting for?
Health. Better treatment.
Health and better treatment. And how do you get on in that life?
I don't say the right thing. I get into trouble.
You get into trouble. Is that how you passed in that life? By saying the wrong things and getting into trouble?
Yeah, they shut me up.
They shut you up. Is that why you've got that memory in your voice there to shut you up if you get too vocal, to remind you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that was that life, and you have a new life now. So what I want you to do is, I want to connect with the energy there. And as I connect, just bring all that memory to me, because that was a past life. We need to release all that luggage, just bring it into my hand. Wow, you were treated quite badly, weren't you? Yeah. Just bring all that memory into my hand. Have I got it all now? And let's let that go. And what I want to do now is I want to bring Archangel Raphael down on the sound of my tuning one now. And as he comes to work with you, 3, 2 and 1, just feel that green ray energy coming down from Spirit, almost like a rainbow, pouring into that net, revitalising that area, putting the network back together so that you can now use your gift and be as vocal and as free as you need, whilst respecting others. Very good. So now what I want to do is I want to get to the questions, and I want to ask, how many guides does she have?
8.
8. And what do these guides do for her? Are they in human form or? What? Describe to me, what do they look like then?
It's a feeling, it's not a scene.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
And if her guides could give her a message, what message would they give her today? Connect with that feeling of your guides. What message is it?
Be strong.
Be strong. And she used to have an imaginary friend when she was little. I want you to go down to those memories of when she was a little child with her imaginary friend. Tell me more about that. Who was it?
It was one of us.
One of us?
One of us helped her.
One of us helped her? Oh, so part of her soul group helped her?
Yeah, to settle.
To settle? And what is her purpose? What does she contract to come down to do in this life?
To help heal.
Heal?
Heal wounds.
Heal wounds.
It's got emotional.
And emotional support. And she wants to know about her Reiki. Is that part of the contract? To heal through Reiki?
Yeah.
As well as her other modalities?
Yeah.
She keeps having a repetitive dream about being a medic in previous lives. So if you can just connect with that thought of being a medic in a previous life, what life was that? Was she male or female?
Male. Crimean War.
Crimean War? And what was she doing there?
At a medical camp.
A medical camp? And what was she there?
Surgeon.
She was a surgeon? Very good. And she wants to know about her sons. Has she had any past lives with her sons?
I feel like AJ's always there.
Uh-huh. Very good. And what about her meditation? Because she gets so far, but then she doesn't totally surrender. Was that connected to the witch using her gift, or is it something else?
Yeah, a lot of it to that and the fear. I think it'll get better.
It'll get better now, yeah. And we've done the throat area. I want you to tell me a little bit more about her daughter. What's the relationship there? What's going on with her daughter?
She's very, very special.
She's special? Uh-huh. Does she have the gift?
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
my job is to help her.
Your job is to help? Uh-huh. Have you worked together before then?
Yes.
Yeah, you
She's
have.
a friend.
She's a friend? Mm-hmm. So in what ways can my client help her?
I have to surrender and connect myself so she can see how it happens.
So you have to surrender and connect so she can see how it works. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that way then, if you go first, she will trust.
Yeah.
So it's all about trust. Mm-hmm. So now we've come to the end of the session. I want to connect with the higher self there and tell me, are we complete today, or is there anything else that you need to inform my client?
That's enough for today.
That's enough for today. You can only do so much in one session. Very good.